What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, second half news, and a possible major character betrayal. Spoiler warning if you don't want to know any of the information that's going around. There's articles that are going around town. They're kind of spreading like wildfire. What Lennie James, the actor who plays Morgan, said. Spoiler warning, and here we go, guys. Comicbook.com link. We'll put it in the description if you want to check it out. It's a good article, but we're going to highlight some of the stuff like this. On one level, it's very obvious that we're getting ready for war, and everyone knows the comic book knows that we're going into a couple years of war, James said. I don't know how long that's going to pan out in the television series, but it goes on for a while in the comics. So we're about to go to war, and the second block of 8 episodes is about meeting the protagonist and certain events that are going to decide what sides people take. And it's not going to be a clear division of labor, let me say. That's what Lennie James, the actor who plays Morgan, said. Awesome guy. If you ever get a chance to meet him, definitely recommend it. But we are going to war. Yes, Season 8 will be all-out war. So the second half of Season 7 is the wrapping up of the comic issues for March to War. So I can't wait for that. All-out war should be great. The way they're toning down the violence, though, I don't really like that whole thing because it's going to be war. So we're going to have no violence? Come on, people. Come on, Walking Dead. Get some balls. Step it up. Keep the violence. Let's go. Blam, blam. All out war. Can't wait. Yes, I'm a comic book reader. I know what's going on in the war. I'm excited for it. All out war. Issues 115 and on. It's a 2-part series, so it could be all of Season 8. But, that's not the thing we're going to talk about here. The big thing is that he happens to say later on about a major character betrayal possible. So this is what Lennie James said here. Here's where things get worrisome. There are some people who go to the dark side who are going to take you by surprise. And there are some people who are going to come over to the light. And that's all a matter of perspective, James said. So wow. So the dark side and the light side. We're talking about Star Wars here. No, we're not. We're talking about Walking Dead. So there's some people, not one person, some people who go to the dark side who are going to take you by surprise. And there are some people who are going to come over to the light. So is that just hypothetical people, or is it more than one? Is it a group? So I don't want to know what to make of it. What do you make of it? Post your comments below, guys. So let's look about it. Do you think about any of these people that could turn on it? I doubt it. I don't think it's going to be a major character betrayal like the comic book article and a couple other people are saying. Maybe it's just headlines to like sell the article or whatever, or other people are talking about. To me, it jumps out someone from the kingdom, but let's talk about it. Some people are talking about Enid. Now, I want to talk about Enid for about a split second because people think Enid is a spy. She's part of the Whisperers. She's part of the Garbage Pail Kids. She's part of the Wolves. She's part of this. She's part of that. I think she's just a teenage girl that's linked to Carl. Her parents died, and she went to Alexandria, and that's it. She's not going to betray the group. If she did, that would be kind of a dumb storyline. Like, what is Enid going to do? She doesn't really have a lot of power. She's connected to Carl, so I doubt it's Enid. Gregory, that's too obvious. I don't think that's a big thing. If you know the comics, he does, betray the group, betray Maggie. He goes against the grain, and he kind of teams up with the Saviors somewhat. So I'm expecting Gregory to turn against them at some point. Same thing with Dwight. I'm expecting him to go against Negan and the Saviors, but that's not, a jump out of like, oh my God moment. It's going to happen from the comics if they bring it to the show, and I won't be shocked if and when it happens that Dwight goes against Negan, helps the survivors, pulls the strings behind the curtain, and teams up with Rick and the group. To me, it's Richard. I'm going to tell you why. Because Morgan films with Richard and the Kingdom a lot. So Lennie James would have more connection to the Kingdom than any other person, right? So I think Richard was talking about it. If you don't join us, if you don't talk to Ezekiel, there's going to be blood on your hands. And so Richard is a broken person. He wants to fight the Saviors, and he might go do his own thing. He might have an ulterior motive to take out the Saviors when people aren't ready to do that yet, or something. So I could see Richard betraying Carol and Morgan and even Ezekiel because they're not doing what he wants to do. And that's where people are saying that Daryl is beating up Richard here because Richard says something like he wants to take out Carol or whatever. That's just a rumor, but it fits the pattern here too. And so the rumor is that Daryl is beating up Richard because Richard wants to go against Carol and take her out. And he's the last person you would want to say that to, as Daryl will kill you. the Garbage Pail Kids. Now, the Garbage Pail Kids we haven't even met them yet, but there's a lot of information potentially about them. We don't know if it's exactly going to happen, but it's potential information and news about them. So initially they want to act like they're going to be the group's friends and join up with Rick and help them. And then in the finale, they betray them. They have their own agenda. They go for the guns and go for the weapons, kind of going against the group. Now, do you think another person of the group could go against Rick? I don't think so. I don't think any of these people would. I think all the people that would did, like Spencer, and he's gone. But let's just talk about it a little bit. Discussion video, why not? Eugene. Some people think Eugene could. Eugene is captured. He's going to be a member of the Saviors. Why not stay a member of the Saviors? Could he give them information? Could he help the Saviors? I don't think so. I highly doubt it, but I could think that that's a possibility, right? Never say never. The show can do what they want, but I just don't think so. The same with Father Gabriel. That's another common one. I think Father Gabriel has turned the corner and will be an asset to the group now, and he kind of is going forward, especially if he hits some guns. I'm really hoping he does. So there you go, guys. That's the news about a major possible character betrayal coming. Let us know what you think. Check out our Walking Dead community page on Facebook. Post your comments on what your thoughts are about what Lennie James said, what you make of it, what other people are saying, and what you think, guys. So there you go. Like, share, subscribe to get more videos. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.